Hey Scorpios, I hope you are all doing well. It is Cody, your conscious soul reader. Do not adjust your screen, it is I. Formerly the Hippie Gypsy. If you are already a YouTube subscriber, welcome back. Yes, I changed my business name. It is still Cody though. Welcome back. If you're brand new, I appreciate your curiosity. We will take it from here. This is a conscious uplift by reading the soul. That is the new business slogan that has been come up with. It's been almost gifted to me by a collaboration with a new mentor that is working closely with me. She is amazing. Expect to see a lot more coming up. Without further ado, we're going to get started here in just a second. If you're interested in doing a personal one-on-one reading with me, link is in the description box of this video. Be sure and click that link tree. That'll take you to the middle section to book a reading on my website. That is the only way to get a hold of me to do a personal reading. The only way is through my website. Okay? And if you are interested in following me on any one of my other platforms, that is just below there. You can catch me over on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, as long as TikTok's around, if this video is current and what's going on right now. Be sure and give me a follow on my other platforms. I'm going live all the time on those other platforms, working on doing a lot more of that as well. And then I found the live button here on YouTube. I think I'm going to press it one of these days. So keep following me. You will catch me live on any one of those platforms. I do offer heavily discounted rates whenever I go live. Do note that it will be publicly viewed, and on Facebook and Instagram, it is recorded and posted. So a positive note, you can go back and view it. On a negative note, I have had people not enjoy that so much if you're trying to be discreet. So do bear that in mind if you happen to catch me over there. I felt like I needed to say that, especially with you Scorpio placements. If you want to be discreet about your reading, just note Facebook and Instagram, they get posted on my page after I'm done. They are long too. I'm on there. I got some good stamina for doing these live streams. I'll go a good 5, 6, 7. One time I did a 10-hour live. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart, so I'm not afraid to work. All right. Speaking of, let's get on with it, shall we? We're going to look at love first, and then we are going to look at career and finance for the second half. I will do timestamps, so you do not have to listen to me blah, blah, blah. Check the description boxes on each one of my videos. These are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements for the month of March 2024. And if you are a cross watcher, feel free to switch that energy around as needed. And if you know your other placements, you can go and check out those videos as well. Not every single word from every single video is going to fit every single person. So please be sure to take what fits for you and leave the rest for someone else that it does resonate with, as these are collective readings for thousands so far. Okay. All right. Collective. Scorpio. Sexy Scorpios. I always say that. Very intense. I do not mess with y'all, actually. I'm very careful. I am a Cancer sun sign. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about other water signs. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if there's room for all this. All right, here we go. What's going on in love for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements? And this is pretty much anywhere prominent in your chart if you have Scorpio. And be sure to check your other placements as well. Okay. The Four of Swords has been trying to come out a couple of times now. Are you guys isolating? Let's see here. I'm going to do a you, your person, and then what's going on between you in the middle. Yes, Six of Swords. Isolating. Yep. Hermit card. Queen of Pentacles, your person. Seven of Pentacles. Tower, Magician. Okay, interesting. The Queen of Pentacles is on this side. We've got the King of Pentacles over here. Okay. You're both in this really intense push-pull energy. What I see, collective, is that both of you are figuring out how to move away from something that has hit you pretty heavily emotionally. We've got the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Swords between the both of you. This is both of you trying to move away, but being very upset about having to do so. Neither one of you are happy about it. We've got Four of Pentacles showing each one of you is hanging on to this connection. The problem with the Four of Pentacles is that it's also indicating that each one of you is also hanging on to the issues, right? So we're still hanging on to everything that upset us about this, right? Still playing over and over again things that went wrong, words that were said that were harsh, that were cruel, that were mean, that were out of character, that maybe showed true character for some of you. We've got the Tower card on this person's side over here for your person. And again, if this needs to be switched, by all means, please do so. This side over here, we're showing this person is trying to move on and heal from this and trying to process everything. This is a very healing energy on this side. This person on this side might be dabbling in esoterics for whomever that resonates with the Magician coming out next to the Tower card. Especially with the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. This almost feels like somebody wanting to plot revenge in a vindictive sort of way here. They could be sending a lot of negative energy to this person over here, which is causing them to feel really upset about how things went, with a deep sense of regret for not being able to be alone with their thoughts, not being able to move on in a healthy way, basically. There's still this attachment. And I think that this person on this side is really put out by having to still sit with this need to process things. This is soul searching. This is inner guidance. And I don't think that this person wanted this to happen, but it was necessary, because after the Five of Swords, right, you have to move on. And this is a decision to go isolate to calmer states, okay, to a sense of peace, okay? And there's a sense of chaos on the other side. Neither one of you wanted this, though. Neither one of you did. I've got what you don't see at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Six of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, the World card, Nine of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. There's the Five of Swords. I knew it couldn't have been far. Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, Five of Swords. Yeah, you're holding it to yourself here with the High Priestess. How conflicted you are by having to walk away from this. You are both probably putting on a pretty good show to everyone around you that you are moving on from this. You're happy about it. You've learned a lot about this, and for both of you, you're mostly presenting to the world that you're fine, you're independent, and you're pushing on. But Spirit is saying deep down to the heart and core of the truth of the matter, it's more of an overwhelming amount of stress and anxiety and fear about the other person moving on to find somebody else, about having to emotionally pull away from something you never wanted to let go of in the first place. The other person, for some reason, might feel a bit vindictive for whatever reason. It may have to do with, somebody feeling cold and isolated whenever the other person is maybe being a bit too much of a free spirit. and it felt like you learned a harsh truth about somebody, like a harsh realization here with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands, that you may have been dealing with somebody that was not really acting as if they were in a committed relationship. You know, I don't get Lovers, Four of Wands. I don't get any of that out here. Spirit is saying that this was more of a learning experience. This was more about the lesson. You definitely were meant to experience this. We have the Queen of Pentacles on this side and the King of Pentacles on the other side. With the Four of Pentacles in the middle and the World card over here with the Eight of Pentacles, I'm strongly sensing that the reasons why you can't let this go and you can't forget about it, and it's difficult to let go of and to forget about, even though you're presenting as if you are moving on, healing, you've closed these cycles and you're done with it. There's some reason why there is this thought, this connection, and it has to do with some sort of karmic cycle that if you haven't completed it, it needs to be completed. It needs to be completed before you can successfully detach from this connection and be able to release it and move on. There's some sort of karmic lesson here, and until you realize what it is, you're not going to be able to release it and start anew. Yeah, Judgment card with the Hierophant. There's some sort of lesson here that needs to be understood and realized. And until that happens, you're still going to be drawn and tied to this feeling of thinking back on this person, thinking back on the experiences, maybe even having some of these experiences repeat. And if your person is sending any type of magic, esoteric energy your way, do note that they are keeping that connection open. And then in turn, okay, so when we send energy out into the universe, right? If anybody does magic, black magic, whatever, anything sent out into the universe is always returned back to sender, always. Whenever you realize and you feel as if something is energetically interfering with your normal operation of life, right? You're feeling a little bit more angry, a little bit more stressed out. Maybe your health is affected. Maybe your finances are being affected. You could be experiencing chaos all around you, and you realize, you know, this is not my energy. And so you understand what energy is, and it is intention sent towards you, and that's all it is. Will it affect you? Yes. Will it, you know, completely destroy your life if you give it energy and power to? If you're constantly feeding it fear, negativity, and stress, and if you're constantly going back to sources that help you reinforce this feeling, right? People who will constantly tell you, you know, over and over again, you're experiencing, you know, these people are getting you and they're going to get you, and you keep going back to the well to keep on having big drinks of this, you're feeding that energy. You're keeping that connection happening, and you're reinforcing it by feeding it fear, anxiety, anger, any energy at all. What you need to do, if you feel like somebody is manifesting some sort of magic, black magic intent to disrupt, destroy, or hurt you, you can feel your energetic disruption, right? You know what normalcy feels like, as I'm getting like this weird pain right here, and they don't want me to tell you this. Grab that energy and you reject it. This is not my energy. I do not accept this energy. I return to sender with love and light. Poof. Oh, right when I said that. This is not my energy. I reject and refuse this negativity that is intended to be sent to me, and I return to sender with love and light. And I know it's tempting and sometimes even addictive, right, to want to return like with like. The only thing that can conquer that lower negativity is of higher vibration, right? So we can't conquer darkness with more darkness. You have to conquer the darkness with the light. So you must return with love and light. You must, like I said earlier, energy. You're throwing energy out. Whatever you're throwing out will return to you. If you're sending their energy back with love and light, what comes back to you? Love and light. We have to be very cognizant of the energy that we are receiving and sending out. The most authentic energy you can emit, right? The most authentic vibration you can emit is authenticity, your true self, right? So you know when you feel like yourself and when something feels off and when it's not you. Snag it up, throw it back at them. Throw it back at them. If you are not powerful enough to take and transmute that energy, right? That's turning your pain into your power, taking someone's energetic force that they want to send to you and turning it into some sort of gain for yourself. If you don't know how to do that, that's higher level stuff. The most simple, most effective thing to do, snag it up, return to sender with love and light. It's quick. It's like poof, lifts off of you immediately. You instantly feel better. This happens to me repetitively, especially being a light worker, an energy worker in this field, right? Of course, I'm going to be targeted and attacked. And of course, I'm going to have people from my past who don't wish the best for me. Of course I am. So I'm going to feel that. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to send it back. I don't feed it fear. I don't feed it stress. I don't feed it anxiety. I definitely don't feed it more anger. That's the easiest, lowest form to go to. And it's addictive. And I know it's difficult to let go of those types of things. It's highly addictive. Trust me. There are better ways to hit that dopamine. Getting out into nature, doing something productive, doing something that creative that you love to do. Music, painting, sculpting, crafting, knitting, whatever, sewing, something, whatever you like to do, woodworking, carving. I'm going through all the aisles in Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I know people are sensitive about stores and whatever, so I don't like any commerce anyway. Shop Etsy. Oh, shop small. Shop small. Okay. You have a major opportunity here for a new beginning for yourself. There's a major lesson here that needs to be learned, and I think it has to do with what this connection was meant to be. This connection seems to be something that was meant to send you back into your soul's highest alignment. And sometimes we have those. They're called, bump contracts. We have soul contracts. There's karmic contracts. There's twin flame unions. And twin flame unions now are not about union. That's about self. I know there's a big echo chamber out there that wants to make it seem like everybody's got a twin flame and they're just out there. And as soon as you find them, then your other half will unite and then you will be complete. That couldn't be further from the truth. That is the biggest load of malarkey floating around the interwebs in that crazy echo chamber out there. You'll have to be very careful where you're getting your information from. Very careful. I follow Rich Lopp. I follow Gina from Cancer Baby. I follow Lewis Howes. I follow, Bob Proctor. There's all kinds of really smart, very influential. There's so many, I can't think of them right now. There's many fantastic people, sources of very uplifting, wonderful information. Erin Daughtery is one of them, I think. Teaches manifestations. There's so many really good sources. If you have to do video sources, books are the best way to really learn about what's going on out there. But I digress. We have to be very careful about these contracts and karmic contracts, but there's something here that's a lesson, and this is why you're tied to this. This is why you're feeling connected to this, and it could also be your person for some of you. Now, this won't resonate with everybody, but it could also be your person is working very hard to send some crazy magic, Negative energy, bad juju, something here for some of you that is absolutely trying to happen here. I've got Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles for them, and the King and the Queen of Pentacles over here has the Five of Pentacles. So this person is probably trying to make it to where you're getting hit in your finances, to where you are not interested in not only this, moving on from this, but anything else. Like you wouldn't be interested in that, and maybe sending you into the desire to want to isolate and to feel stressed out and anxious about what's gone on, what you've experienced. Could be sending you a lot of stress and anxiety, trying to send you fear. For some of you, from your person. And again, do not return that energy. If you feel that, do not feed it fear, do not feed it anger, do not feed it stress. I know it's tempting. I know it. It's a snap reaction for everybody to get super scared or pissed off and want to, return. Stop. Just stop. Grab that energy and say, I do not accept this. I return to sender with love and light. And that's with all things. That's with all things. When you get cut off in traffic, when somebody, takes your parking space in the parking lot, I guess a lot of my stress has to do with driving. And somebody wants to jump in front of you in line with their giant cart and you're holding three things. When, there's plenty of reasons out there to just rise to the occasion, release it. Let it go. That is energetic. What does Rich Lop say? He says it's an energy doo-doo boomerang. It's a doo-doo boomerang, and they're just chunking it out there, and you just have to dodge. Don't catch it because it's going to come right back to them. Right? You can't snag it out of air because you get splattered with it, and then you got it, and then you got it all over you, and then you caught it, and it's yours. And then that is basically like signing an energetic contract with somebody who's in a low frequency to engage. Okay. It's very tempting to want to reciprocate, but you can't. This connection is requiring for you to really get to the core of what the lesson is. What did you learn in this lesson? What did you learn in this connection? It's all good and well to point fingers at people and say, you hurt me, you did this to me, you said these things to me. What did you learn about yourself? What frequency were you in to attract this person to you? What level were you at mentally when you drew this person into you? The type of person who would be vindictive, the type of person who would wish ill upon you, the type of person who is planning and scheming. A lot of pentacles over here. There's a lot of soul searching on your side, where spirit is saying that not only healing and moving on from this to be in a more calmer, peaceful state is required, but a deep understanding of what's gone on while simultaneously disconnecting from any negativity that is being sent to you, detaching yourself from this negative energy, walking away, pulling yourself out of the emotional need to reciprocate energy, to return energy of the like. Lots of growing here. Lots of growing, lots of lessons. Many lessons. But should you get this lesson and apply it? Should you get this lesson and apply it, right? Understand it and then start applying it to your life. You have the opportunity to really start moving forward in a very light way, a very hopeful way. This is you finally being able to move on from this with the want to try again later after you have learned these lessons and applied them. The judgment, the world, the sun, the high priestess, all this stuff that you don't see at the bottom of the deck. These are all about learning, healing, closing cycles, and doing it in isolation. Doing it in isolation. This is not the time to run out and jump in a bunch of friend groups and go out and date again right away. This is not the time to do that. This is the time to pull back, isolate yourself, and really do some deep soul searching, and to be very cautious, conscious soul reader, and to be very conscious of energy that is building up inside of you. Be very aware of what is yours and what is not yours, and learn how to detach from that energy while you are simultaneously learning from all this. Wow. Bubs. Dude, I was just about to clarify a few things, sir. Can I? This is why my readings sometimes go an hour long, because I have energy pouring out of me, and he is so drawn to it. He's loving on my cards. Thank you. Yes. Can you come here? Can you come here? Come to lap. Come to my lap. Oh, I want to be the star. I want to be in the middle of all. Yes, come here. Come to lap, baby. Come on. Good boy. Yes. Get off the card. Can we just... Okay. Okay, here we go. I apologize. All right. That was this. And then this. Okay. There we go. Sorry, bud. We will later. We will cuddle so hard later. He curled up in my nook this morning, and I was holding him, and then I couldn't move, and I had to lay there until my neck hurt. And it was a while, but I was like, okay. I was about to get up, but I will definitely give you at least 10 minutes. And he put his little hand on his paws, and he was in my nook, curled up. Oh. No, this is where I live forever. I can never move. Okay. I want to clarify. Sorry about that interruption. Okay. I'm really getting a strong sense of somebody over here being hit hard by this. They're being hit a lot harder emotionally, possibly financially. They could be out money, having had connected to this and having to possibly move away from this. And they could just be feeling, really upset that they had, chosen something like this again. But here's the thing about lessons, right? If you're tired of learning a lesson, it's because you're not getting the lesson. You're going to keep having to repeat it until you get it. Universe is not going to let you move on from this until you get the lesson. It's just not going to happen. You have got to understand what's going on. Take that lesson, apply it to a new situation. Then once you get it and apply it and learn and then keep going, then you level up. Then you start dealing with a higher caliber type of situations versus something you keep having to be stunted and stumble over and over and over again. I almost feel like you're just walking away from a lot of this. And in a sense, when you're putting on this show of emotional independence, I think it's way more authentic on your side than it is on your person's side, because your person is also putting on a good show in front of everybody. Yeah, I'm moving on. F them. I didn't need that anyway. I can do so much better. Watch me get something better. I'm going to find somebody so much better. But deep down, they're not only are they upset, but I feel like they're being very vindictive. To the point of trying to send harm towards you with like intention, like wishing bad things upon you, hoping that maybe you suffer, sitting around, you know, watching, looking for karma to happen, you know, wishing karma upon you. And I just, ugh. And you know, that's intention, right? And so any intention you send out into the universe is always returned. So you have to be very, very careful. I know this for a fact. I know this for a fact. You have to be very careful about what you're sending out into the universe. Everything comes back. Ten of Pentacles. Be careful. Okay, here we go. Tell me, universe, about this Five of Pentacles. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. You don't want to work. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles with the Four of Cups. Yeah, trying to really make you regret ever having detached from this King of Pentacles energy. Really wanting you to regret it. Four of Pentacles. I mean, lots of repeating out here. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles, or the Four of Cups. Empress. Five of Cups. Major regret. Deep disappointment that this didn't go further than it. You know, there was a big promise of you guys going all the way here, and there's major disappointment with that. And so there is a lot of emotional pain being sent your way from your person, Scorpio. Tell me about the Hermit. Queen of Swords. Major boundaries, learning. This is you learning. Maybe realizing the truth about what's happened. Yeah, Ten of Swords is also coming out. Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords. You're done, Scorpio. You're completely done with this. Even though the emotional attachment is still here, even though you still feel this connection, you are completely done with this person. And it has a lot to do with the regret, the disappointment with, you know, the amount of time and effort that you put into this. How far you've had to go. For some of you, you invested a lot of money into this, and now you're having to move back away. I got the Six of Swords with going, the Eight of Cups with leaving, right? Four of Pentacles is hanging on. Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, this financial hit. Between these two, King and Queen of Pentacles, you guys had big talks about moving forward and advancing into Emperor, Empress status. Okay, tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles. That's their way of healing. That's their way of healing. It's kind of still breadcrumbing energy towards you too. Tell me about the Magician. Tell me about the Magician. Five of Swords and the Star card. Their hope is to cause a lot of disruption. Their hopes is to cause a lot of disruption, to interrupt your healing, to prevent you from healing, to prevent your dreams from coming true, to try to disrupt or to halt or send some sort of distraction or disruption to whatever it is you're trying to grow and heal. Look, Star in the Sun. Tell me about the Tower. Opportunity and the Moon. Yeah. This is their opportunity to try to send you all kinds of illusions, confusion. They could be trying to interrupt your dreams. For some of you, they could be coming and sending you chaos through your dreams to make you tired and sleepy. If you're feeling like you haven't been sleeping very well, this could be them coming to you in the ethereal. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Got the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Swords. They're really trying to, it's this karmic tie with the Four of Swords. I've got the Four of Swords, Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles out here. This is that karmic tie. They're trying to send you bad luck through your rest, through your peace, interrupting your peace here. That's the plan. Their plan is to interrupt your peace. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. Thank you. Yeah, we have the Judgment reversed and the King of Cups. There's some sort of karmic lesson here that you need to understand what this lesson is in order to be able to move on from it. And there's something you've got to sit down whenever you're in this study phase, your hermit mode with the Queen of Swords, realizing the truth and understanding things. You have got to be completely focused on learning and going over things that matter. The nostalgia of the love and the joy and the things that keep you tied to this, where you think, oh, I just noticed I have the Page of Pentacles sitting out over here. Page of Pentacles here, Page of Pentacles here. King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen. Wow. King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Okay. I just noticed that the page is sitting out here. Definitely some sort of plan. Somebody is manifesting some sort of yeah. This is a plan to try to hit your resources, to be able to disrupt your ability to move forward by sending chaos to you. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Seven of Cups reversed. And the Eight of Pentacles. They're really, really committed. They are clearly committed. They're wanting you here. Okay, with this Eight of Pentacles, this is a lot of effort being put in to try to keep you tied to this. That's all this is. This is to keep you energetically tied. The Seven of Cups reversed with the Eight of Cups in the upright. This is a very push-pull energy. No matter how much you try to pull away, the Seven of Cups in reverse is trying to keep you committed and dedicated to whatever you felt, whatever you started. And your only way of defending yourself, your energy against that tie is going to be learning what that karmic lesson is, so that you don't attract in this type of person again. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Ooh. Yeah, Five of Wands. Sideways. The Nine of Pentacles. And the High Priestess. Trying to send you so much conflict with your finances and your intuitive spiritual connections. Something to do with your dreams too. Really, I think somebody here, if you feel like you've been dreaming about them, if you wake up in a cold sweat, you are being affected in your dream world, right? If you wake up and you're sweating, if you wake up and you're just tired and you're exhausted, if you're not getting very much sleep, if you're going to bed exhausted and you're waking up way earlier than you plan to, and you cannot get back to sleep, all of these things are because your person is trying to send energy. I've got the Page of Swords, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. Your person Scorpio, is probably still watching you, probably, looking for any type of acknowledgement that this is affecting you. Your person could be, watching you. It could be trying to gather information from friends or family, asking around to see if anybody knows anything about how you're feeling, how you're dealing with things. Here again, we've got the World with the Queen of Wands. They could be, for some of you, they're already trying to replace you while still sending energy your way. For others of you, they are still drawn to this. There's something here about this karmic cycle, and they are deeply drawn to it. They're not as advanced or healed as you are, especially if they are sending out negative energy, negative intention, negative thought. They're not nearly as healed, right? So that is somebody who is deeply allured and drawn to whatever cycle this is. And they are the ones who are really needing to get this lesson. But I have a feeling that they're going to miss it. I have a feeling that they're going to miss the lesson. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles to the Tower. They're so stuck in their ways of this chaotic energy of wanting to create chaos, send chaos, be destructive. This Page of Pentacles to the Emperor. Somebody who's gonna, the Four of Pentacles hanging on. Yeah, the page is over here. The Four of Pentacles to the Emperor. Holding on to grudges, holding on to wanting to focus on all the wrong things. Unhealthy. Unhealthy. Okay. Let's run out. So I would just be very careful with this person, collective. I don't see them wanting to return or reach out to you in any way, but I do see them sending energy your way, right? So if you feel still attached to them and you can't stop thinking about them and you don't know why, and you're trying so hard to let go of this and you're doing everything in your power, you're distracting yourself, you're not ready to put yourself back out there and start dating again. I don't see any of that. I see lots of isolation. I see lots of, thinking about this, processing this still, right? You're still in that phase of processing and thinking. It's still very, very dark over here. On your person side, there's a lot of scheming, planning, and chaos. So if you feel any of that being sent to you while you are working through things, snag it up, return to sender. And it doesn't have to be something like you saw in the movies or the theater or anything like that. It's just something like, somebody just, I hope they get their bad karma. Well, what you have done is thrown out an energetic karma boomerang, right? And you're hoping somebody else gets their karma, is only sending a lot of wish for ill intent back to self. You see, this is why it is very important to raise above the negativity and to raise above the addiction of these low frequency vibrations, right? Of lack and sad and grief and despair and anger and frustration and sadness and all that stuff. Yes, by all means, experience these emotions. This is your human birthright. You are allowed to do this. The important thing is to not live there. Okay. The important thing is to process these emotions and move through them so that you can continue to manifest better for yourself, a place of love, a place of hope, a place of optimism. And this creates like, okay. When your person is sitting in an energy of chaos, and you will probably remember your person as being maybe a very chaotic person, right? Not being really in control of themselves, their environment, their mouth, their thought, their, day-to-day routines, their ability to even, make decisions day to day. It's, like pulling teeth just to get decisions about, where are we going to eat? What do you want to do this weekend? what movie are we going to watch? You know, it's just, everything turns into this big deal, right? I have a feeling that you're just kind of decompressing. Okay. Almost decompressing from something, and possibly even wondering why. Why does this keep happening? There is a lesson. There's a lesson. There's a frequency you're in where you're attracting this energy, where you have got to figure out what that is. Raise up above that. Feed your self-worth. Feed that self-love. This is a self-love time of isolation, self-reflection, and soul connection. That will attract in. That will attract in. Okay. Nice. Let's see. I want to pull. I got a whole new thing here. My mommy got me these trays. Look at how organized. My Virgo placements are very happy. Look at it. They're nice. So I can travel. Thanks, Mom. My mom is awesome. I'm truly blessed. I am truly blessed to have two amazing parents. And even if they aren't married, they're still friends. They're best friends still. They hung out today. They hung out. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, we're going to do the beach time soul. I think you need a beach time soul. Slow down on what's going on. So, good God, we're 46 minutes in. I apologize for how long and ASMR-y this probably is. Enjoy the rest if I put you to sleep. Yeah, separation coming out. Ooh. Talking. Okay. Let's see here. What does Scorpio need to know? What else does Scorpio need to know about this love connection? Kisses, boat, separation. Spirit wants you to fall in love with self right now. Focus on self. We've got runner. The boat's about moving on. But there is a heartbroken mirror. And the snake is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, collective. And the chaser is back here. They want you to chase. They want you to chase when they are in their feminine, when your person is in their feminine, they want you to chase. Okay. So when you have a runner, it's because they have put out possible messages, telling you in this separation, they may have sent some messages telling you that they miss you. And if you did not reciprocate that energy, then we have some closure issues. And then we have someone here who listens to their ego. Then they start to deeply hurt you and cause more heartbreak. We have mirror and snake coming out, so they may have got you to bait into a reciprocated conversation that did not shine the best light on either one of you. With mirror out here, this is mirroring each other. And now there's a state of introspection, right? After snake, we've got chaser and abundance. So I think you're not going to reciprocate energy with this person anymore, as it did not go well already, right? So you're more so chasing your positivity, gratitude, bliss, right? This is what I was talking about raising your frequency and your vibration, being more so of that, because you're moving through these emotions here. You're moving through these emotions of the separation, feeling loss, going through your grieving period. And then after you really reflect on things with Mirror and Snake, looking back at what you truly are getting to disconnect from, it's this understanding of what your part in it was. Possibly, maybe you had a fear of abandonment. Maybe you had a fear of intimacy for some of you. And when we keep going here, I've got wedding rings, heart with a key, right? So abundance is about manifesting exactly what you want by keeping a positive mindset, staying in that positive mindset and moving towards understanding what this connection was truly about, really getting the lessons and then getting to apply them again. It's not just like, oh, okay, now I get it, I'm good to go. Universe is not just going to say, oh, okay, cool. Here's your person. Congratulations. Good job. Way to get it. No, when we study, guess what? You still got to take the test and prove you know the material. You still got to take the test. You go out and tell universe, okay, I get it. I learned the lesson. I took the time. I healed. There you go. Prove it. Here's another lesson. Another lesson, right? And you're just sick and tired of this because you have to show that you get it. And then you get to level up. It's just like all those years we played those video games. They don't just give you the grand prize. That would be boring. There'd be no reason. They would never sell a single solitary game. No one would come here and play 3D Earth. But people come here to play it all the time. It's fun. Fun for some. I am not having fun personally, but I'm doing my level best. I love y'all. I love this job. Now I feel happy doing this. If I could do it more, it'd be even better. Anyway, okay, that was the love reading. Let's get into the career and finance before I make this a freaking 2-hour freaking reading. I apologize for the length. My gosh. Okay, we'll do Modern Lich. What does Scorpio need to know about career and finance? Career finance. 7 of Cups. 6 of Swords, 7 of Cups. Well, those look familiar. Knight of Wands. What's Scorpio need to know about career and finance? 5 of Wands. Okay. Oop. There you are. Showing up to your reading. Death card. Showing up again. Scorpio. 2 Scorpio cards right here. Death and King of Cups. What else? We're going to go one time through this deck. 2 of Wands. King of Wands. Okay. You're making a really bold decision because you're at a crossroads here. The Moon. The Star. That's cool. Okay. And then we've got 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay. 5 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Hanged Man, High Priestess, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Page, Judgment. Okay. So, Scorpios. You could be dealing with another Scorpio for some of you because it feels like you might be partnering up with somebody or you're deciding whether or not to work for somebody for some of you. it feels like a wish fulfillment, but there's something here that you can kind of sense is going to be an issue. Fire and water is an interesting pairing because this is a lot of emotion and a lot of passion. What this is not is very okay, so when you have partners in a business and there's a lot of emotion and a lot of passion, there tends to be a lot of hurt feelings. Okay, there tends to be a lot of cross words. There tends to be this intuitive feeling, right? There's feelings with the moon card and the star card sitting out here. I'm feeling kind of drawn to the fact that you're maybe making up a few things in your head. You kind of feel like you could be sensing something is a little bit more serious than it should be. For some of you, for others of you, you're absolutely realizing that this person may have a hidden side to them based on some things that you're kind of picking up on, right? Because Scorpios are very intuitive, right? Super duper intuitive. For others of you, this is just you completely letting go of something that you used to be involved with. Okay. You used to be deeply committed to something. This could be a complete and total career shift. You could have completely transformed into something different. And it's taking a lot of control for you to emotionally invest in something where you're still figuring out if it's the best decision for you or not, right? There's this pull back to what you're familiar with, but then there's this draw to something really inspiring, really bold and innovative. Okay, so you're feeling like, wow, this could be something really huge. But there's this fear that you're feeding into this where you're doubting what that move is going to look like down the road, right? You're looking a little bit too far into the future by casting doubt on the situation. Almost setting yourself up for all of the negative that could happen. And then, you're sitting there imagining what that's going to look like. The 10 of Swords with the 8 of Swords sitting back here, right? You're going to take advantage of this new opportunity to start something new. You're going to pour your heart and soul into this, and you feel like this is the best opportunity for you. You're like in love with this idea, but then here comes the stress. Here comes the stress of all the things that could go wrong. This is the everything is fine 10 of Swords in this deck. There's 2 10 of Swords in this deck, and this one says everything is fine, right? Except for that darn imagination of yours, that darn need to stay hung up on what could go wrong, what should go right, but you just kind of, it's almost this pessimistic outlook of hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, which I can't stand that. That's such a negative speak on an outcome. You've already put negativity into the outcome. So you're manifesting it, right? Our minds are very powerful. If you knew how powerful your thoughts were, how deeply they affect the quantum field around you, you would stop immediately being your own worst enemy, right? Being your own worst enemy, getting in your own way of your own abundance and emotional fulfillment here. Because there's a lot of potential for you to have some great things. You're showing up as kings, ready to let go and transform yourself into being everything you can do with the star card. This is like a wish fulfillment for you. A wish fulfillment. And I think, listen, if you can just get out of your own way and stop manifesting negativity, I strongly urge you to run out and look at manifestations. I'm going to be purchasing a manifestation course myself. Yay. And I'm going to be incorporating that a lot more into my readings going forward. This is why I have changed my business and taken on myself, right? A very stressful new thing. It wasn't easy to change everything. I'm glad I didn't deeply commit to the other endeavor that I was doing, because taking this left turn has been sharp, yes, but not, turning my entire RV sharp where I'm listening to everything crash behind me. This is just a few things knocking around in the back. Like, oh no, what was that? Oh, I didn't secure that. Oh, I missed that. I didn't have to sharp left turn. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Cups over here to the Judgment, right? This intuitive nudge, this little intuitive inkling of just kind of getting yourself a little bit more emotionally grounded here is going to allow you to make some fantastic judgment calls moving forward. To be able to group up and work well with this other individual for some of you, to be able to finally get the recognition and reward for this great plan that you have. And then the abundance starts to just roll in once you just start going with the flow and trusting yourself more, letting go of this feeling of being victimized by everything that could go wrong, and just start focusing on what you know and the opportunity to learn, right? This is supposed to be an opportunity. This is a great adventure. You've picked a destination. Now it's about the journey. It's not about the destination anymore. Now you've picked a destination, right? This is a direction I want to go. Cool, go. And then you're like, well, what if this happens? And then this goes wrong. And then you're looking back in the rearview mirror, but I had this going on and this was okay. Well, sit stagnant, sit hung up. It didn't feel good to be stuck. It didn't feel good to feel stagnant, to feel like you're, not moving energy. This is not a good place to be. This puts you in a sense of really wanting to contemplate about, what have I done with my life? Where am I going in life, right? That's what the hanged one does. They just kind of hang there and just kind of think, about all the choices. This is somebody who victimizes themselves. They feel like they sacrifice so much. They're just stuck. But a different side and a different aspect of this would just be to let that go. Let that go and start looking at everything in a new perspective about what you got to learn and about the experience along the way, and how bold and amazing it is of you to be able to just cut left. Just take your trip and just think I'll go this way. Okay, cool. Neat. Awesome. Not many people do that. It's a brave move. It's a very brave move. It's pretty cool. I should know. I've done it many times with all of these 8th house placements. Scorpio is about transition. This is that rebirth. Scorpio is a pro at rebirth. Pro. They know this. You invented this. You invented the rebirth, the new thing. Getting in your own way is a very 3D way of thinking. It's a very, creating lack and creating doubt is an excellent way to prolong the outcome of your success. Mental suffering and mental suffering is imagination, which is of something that has not happened yet, your future, or your memories of what you've experienced, which also doesn't exist anymore. So, present moment. Present moment is your choice. Present moment is the experience. Present moment is the gift of getting to choose and having the abilities to produce great things, showing up as 2 kings, for crying out loud. Looks amazing. So we're going to do the career and finance. Humans are excellent at overthinking. Excellent at it. I always take a note from my pets how in the moment they are. In the moment. In this moment, I'm bored. In this moment, I'm happy because we're walking. In this moment, I'm hungry. In this moment, I'm tired. In this moment, I want love, and they're not like, oh, yesterday we had such a better day. Yesterday was, oh, what's tomorrow gonna bring? I heard you mention weather. They're not scared. They're not scared. They're not in the memory. Okay. All right. Of course, unless they're traumatized. I was just envisioning a poor little traumatized animal. Okay. What does Scorpio need to know for career and finance? Scorpio, career, finance. Responsibilities, training coming out. Yep. Lots of new training. Handling the responsibilities of taking this left turn, doing a new thing. Could be partnering up with somebody, trying to train one another on this new project. Taking on the responsibility of learning about how to teach one another. We've got micromanage coming out. This, I loathe this with micromanaging. I had a boss once who wanted to walk me to a register. Granted, I'm in my 40s and I've been in retail since I'm 15. Walk me over to the register and be like, you see how this light's on, Cody? This means the paper needs to be changed. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. And I'm like, I need to go cut hair. I don't want to do this right now, if you don't mind. I'm going to go do what I'm licensed to do. You change the paper. Micromanaging, right? Nitpicking. Standing at the door, looking at the clock, going, you're a minute late, 1 minute late. I had a job tack on an hour, either before a shift or after a shift, for being 1 minute late past. If you were supposed to be there at 8:30 and you walked in the door at 8:31 and 5 seconds, 1 hour. Micromanaging, arbitrary, crazy rules meant to push me out, meant to push you out. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to stay in that. Just be very careful about micromanaging others. Be very careful about how you express to somebody that they are doing this. Okay? I know it's very difficult to take somebody speaking to you in a derogatory way in a professional environment. So be very mindful of how you approach it. I've done all of them. And I've found that silence is really the only way. Most managers won't listen. Not in jobs I've ever worked at, because of all the responsibilities that they have. They basically just want to tell you to do something and have it be done. That's how most management I've ever worked with is. We've got internship, changes, and weekend sale. Okay. So with this new job, with this new responsibilities, with this new endeavor, it may feel like an internship until you start going through the changes of building up your abundance more. So you may feel like you're getting, very base pay. For some of you, you may experience some changes in your company and consider taking on some interns to help you handle all of the extra responsibilities. Be careful that you're only training these people and not micromanaging them. Okay. Be careful of that. We've got loan approved and weekend sale at the bottom of the deck. Weekend sale, be sure to check the sales racks. You don't have to spend top dollar or high dollar right now. You've got bigger fish to fry, right? We've got loan approved coming out. You've got better things to spend your money on than innate, tangible things that lose value the second they are purchased, right? Cars, homes, clothing, shoes. All of these things lose value the second they are purchased and used. The second you drive the car off a lot, immediately depreciated. The moment you put shoes on, you cannot return them, right? Wearing a clothing outfit, it's a matter of time before it's out of style. I've tried to take a bunch of stuff to Plato's Closet before, and it was it's really good, high quality stuff, like really good quality stuff, and you'd still see it out today, but it wasn't a year old. They had trash in there from Ross, but because it was a year old, it was on the rack. My Ralph Lauren sweaters were turned away because they were 5 years old. But they had that thing from Ross, that little yellow crop top, like shallot cut front. It was, ugh. I was like, this you sell? Okay. Okay, Play-Dohs. All right, shameless plug for them. All right, collective, I've rambled enough. Yeah, you got the same amount of time Leo got, it's looking like. So thank you so much for tuning in, playing along. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, be sure to look at my website. That link is going to be in the description box of this video. And if you want to catch me live, be sure to head over to my other platforms. They are all just below the website there in the link tree. Hit that subscribe button if you like the vibe. A like button is a great way for us to attune energetically as well, so I can catch that energy from you and you from me. We can attune. I can pick up on something you are experiencing. And again, a one-on-one reading is the best way for us to connect energetically for a most concise reading. I thank y'all again. I'm sending much love, abundance, and positive vibes to each and every single one of you. Be sure to tune into your other readings as well, as these are for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. So check your other placements as well. See you soon.